miss Rich Homie. I felt so sad. I feel like Rich Homie, he brought so much like me just getting out of high school partying shit. Like me and my friends used to ride out to the shit kind of shit. Every fucking club was lit.
Every club had Rich Homie.
Yes.
My Rich Homie memories is, I done told you before on the podcast that I'm from the era where you had to quote unquote be nice with it to be accepted, right? So I was in a transitional phase where I was kind of like, I don't like what these new niggas doing with rap.
You didn't like it?
The new Atlanta, I didn't like what they was doing with rap. Man, my cousin had a birthday party at Onyx in Atlanta.
Oh, it was lit.
You know, Trinidad James, he say, shout out Trestle Bridge, them bad hoes at Onyx. Nigga, we went to Trestle Bridge, nigga. Chester Bridge, excuse me. And nigga, but Onyx was so late that night. I'm talking about, yo, the bitches that I saw that night, I don't even like throwing the bitch term out there like that, but them bitches, no, was retarded. And that shit, they was playing Rich Homie, they was playing Trinidad, they was playing Thug, Pee Wee, pretty much all new Atlanta artists, you feel me? And that shit genuinely had me like, okay, now I get it. This is a whole party wave. This is a whole...
It was a party wave.
It was a party wave. This is a living life wave. This is not a lyrical, I gotta be intricate and nice with every bar wave. This is a fun wave. So shout out Rich Homie. From then on, I was on you, big homie. I was on Thug. When the Sadness of My Madness came as a result of your style and your way. So eternally grateful. Attributed to you, homie.
What do you say is your top Rich Homie song?
Walk Through.
I love Walk Through. My ex used to play that all the time. I
be feeling like a man when I walk through. I ain't done with the sin when I walk through. That nigga was on some shit with Walk Through. Walk Through. Every time I hear Walk Through, I feel like the man. I don't give a fuck where I'm at, where I'm going.
Feel like the man. Feel like the man. I love it. I like Walk Through. I like Tell 'Em, and I like Milk Marie. I don't know why I like Milk Marie.
All the ladies like Milk Marie. Sound like he fucking Milk Marie, but he just coming all over the place, and that shit have females in it. Like, that's what that be.
Oh my goodness! You had to be welcome, Milk Marie.
Milk Marie was that shit. I used to like Milk Marie too. Like, I'm a nasty artist, like Rich Homie is. So whatever I hear Prince or Rich Homie or Lil Wayne is nasty in his records sometime. Marvin Cease, all my studs know about Marvin Cease. You don't know about Marvin Cease, do you? And he said, baby, let me be 8 days a week. Your candy liquor girl.
Not candy liquor.
Yo, candy liquor. Look it up. You go Marvin Cease. I'm that kind of artist, so I listen to that kind of shit growing up. So shout out Rich Homie with the Milk Marie. That shit is a vibe. That shit, when you put it on,
man,
you know what the fuck going on?
It brought back memories. So okay, I know you. Okay, so you remember? I sent you that shit about. Was it like seven different women that came forward? It was like, oh my goodness, my babe. Rest in peace, my babe. 7? That's a lot. Look. Imagine funding 7. You think he funded 7 different women?
He had to. Considering what kind of nigga he was and the fact that he looked like he did love his seeds.
They all felt like he loved them.
I looked at a clip to make sure I was on point about Rich Homie before we did this episode, and I seen his father talking about how he was happy that Rich Homie had all 5 of his kids back with him, and he was so happy in a place of happiness before he passed. And I thought about it, I said, it's 5. Then there's probably another 2 to how Lord knows how many ever are romantically intertwined with the man.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, damn. I say, this nigga really was fucking living his motherfucking life. He was taking care of his kids. And what more can you expect from a rock star, a rapper, R&B singer, etc.? They're in the prime of, they're in the time of their lives, living life. The most beautiful women of all shapes and sizes and creeds throw their panties at them upon adoration and the human.
But he wasn't like, we haven't really heard from him for a while. So it's just like, what was he doing? Like, to be able to afford 7 different damn women, 7 different damn personalities. Can you deal with 7 different damn personalities?
I can't.
But I'm just saying.
I can't. All I can make sense of it is 2 things. Rich Homie is legendary.
Okay.
And he did have a big following, and it was a cult of people really fucking with Rich Homie before he died. So I'm not going to categorize him in one of those artists that once they died, everybody came out of the woodwork. Like, oh yeah, we fuck with Rich Homie. Nah. It was a great amount of people that genuinely fucked with Rich Homie before he had his untimely demise, right? So, with all that being said, Rich Homie is loved and adored, and I feel like people have been streaming his music since he quote unquote fell off or fell back, whatever you want to word it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But since then, people still stream him. So he probably got streaming money.
Okay.
I see people talk about in our state, southern states in particular, he had a lot of shows still coming. You know, them niggas might hit you for 20, 30, 40, 50 a show sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So he had a little show money coming, performing classics and things like Milk Marie, shit that people like. And I feel like that was keeping him afloat. So 30,000 is a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Now, if you break it down to the nigga probably was making his money and delegating that shit appropriately between the 7 women. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I think he was able to get by with 7. That don't mean he had a lot of money. I ain't counting my man pockets and that. That don't mean he had a lot of money. That don't mean that he was bald. I don't know. He might have way more. He might have had 2 or 3 revenue streams we don't account for.
He might not even have been paying for all of them, to be honest.
You know, but also some baby mamas, especially them hood baby mamas that Rich Homie probably got.
Are they baby mamas? Because you said that he only had 5 kids, right?
But 5 of them, maybe they could be 2. I don't know how it break down, but maybe they aren't trying to drain them either.
Yeah.
They might be respectful. He might have a good rapport and a good relationship with them to the point where they don't really try to drain the nigga, and maybe that's how he stayed afloat. Because if not, to your point, there's a lot of women. There's a lot of kids to take care of. Like,
let me ask you this. So hypothetically, let's just say you go to a funeral, right? And you're going to the funeral of your boo. Okay? This is the person that you have been exclusive with. You've been sharing your bed with. You ain't been with nobody but this fucking person.
Mm.
And you go to this fucking funeral, right? And there's a motherfucker across the fucking room that's crying harder than you. And then after that motherfucker start crying, you see another motherfucker crying.
You can't chalk that up with possibly being a fan.
You think so? Your girl passed away and there's 7
motherfuckers. You want to believe it's a fan.
Oh, not 7. There's 6 other motherfuckers crying. A nigga crying. How you gonna feel?
I understand
6.
that situation. My daddy used to tell me stories about that. True story. Look, my daddy used to tell us.
What do you tell you?
When people, I'm a mock when niggas saying, when people die, all that shit come out. You start seeing motherfuckers come out the woodwork. They've been there, and kids come out. Pretty much what he was saying is he had been to a lot of funerals where this happened. And these were local people, like regular citizens, not celebrities.
Yeah.
So it happens. Niggas have kids and wives and different relationships, whatever have you. Niggas be married 2-3 times. Back then, my daddy from the 50, born in 59, lived through the 60s, teenage in the 70s. So he saw a lot of shit. It's a different time. But I say all that to say, this ain't nothing new is under the sun. My grandma used to say that. Everything that's going on has been reciprocated or recycled, or it's just in a different fashion now. Niggas, men been doing that. Men are promiscuous creatures. You know, we've had this convo right here in this same content room before. Men are promiscuous creatures. We do our thing. We procreate. We feel bad about it, but damn, the urge is there, and we do it. And as a result, children come. And when they come, when a motherfucker die, they all at the goddamn funeral. So I can believe it. They probably was in that motherfucker crying, and it was probably 14 kids at the casket.
Shut up, not 14 kids.
You had 2 with each woman. Who knows? Like, we are men, you know? So he could have very well did it, Bree.
Well, we just talked about like how a lot of these rappers, a lot of their money can go towards baby mamas. I seen, who was it? I just seen a celebrity that was like, I need to get me a, was it Summer? I think it was Summer that was like, I need to get, that was like, I need to get me a rich baby daddy, one of those that paid 10,000 to 20 per month.
That's the new come up.
Bro.
That's the new come up. Get you a rich baby daddy. Let him fuck up, because you know it's inevitable he is. And after he fuck up, then hit his ass with the child support.
Okay, so just imagine 10,000 per woman times 7 women. That's 70,000 a month on the low end. That's the low end.
That's the low end.
Then you go to the high end, which is 20,000 for each woman. 20,000, that'll be 140,000. 140,000 a month for just women. That's not even for yourself.
You would never be able to put yourself in an understanding mind frame until you had a penis and was able to arouse a woman to the point where that vagina got wet, and you were to insert that penis into that wet vagina and enjoy that woman in her full essence and watch her eyes roll back in her head.
Y'all just lose y'all damn mind.
Look, and do the Shannon to her and talk her through it.
Oh my God. Did you see the Shannon shit?
I saw the Shannon. That's why I'm going this route. Until you had a Shannon experience, you will not understand where a nigga, not saying it's worth it, but where a nigga's mind is with a dick. Act first, think later. And that's always been a consequence of having a dick, because we act first, think later. So a baby, this situation is no different. That's a complete exhibit A example of a nigga getting entwined in the sauce and getting lost. And now he got a motherfucking kid. And now the motherfucker then got his ass for a motherfucking 10 bands or more child support monthly. This is the story of good pussy. It's treacherous. It's treacherous.
The story of good pussy.
The story of good pussy. It need to be the name of the episode. The story of good pussy. R.I.P. Rich Homie Quan. He could attest to this. He know what I'm talking about. This is real. And we really need to talk about it because men crash out over females on a consistent basis.
They do.
And
remember that shit I was telling you about Boss Man D-Lo? Where the woman, she I guess she fucked him and then she took his chain and then she took his money and then she posted like the stack of money, like
2 things I gotta say for that.
What the fuck?
It's jack females out here, they jack niggas. It's females that literally sit around, made niggas or getting money niggas all day, and niggas know these females are pretty and they hang around niggas that's getting money and they be like, hey, scope out homie. See my homie on, case him out, woo woo woo. And then they send these chicks out and they scope these niggas and they rob these niggas. Lil Wayne made a whole song about it in the Mona Lisa. Ironically, the song with Kendrick about a woman that was playing a nigga and the nigga fell subject to her praying and got robbed for another nigga. This is a real occurrence. So damn, D-Lo, I ain't gonna play him or nothing because it could happen to any one of us. I be thinking, I be like, yo, this nigga be sipping lean, big stacks on them, chains, and they fall asleep. They must be with some real trustworthy individuals.
You think so?
For them to never get robbed.
They just fucking met that night. You don't think?
They are. But I say like the niggas around them have to be trustworthy because let's say the issue. If I was to knock a bitch down right now, if I'm a famous nigga and I'm like, hey, I finna go ahead, this little chick over here, I ain't me, you know what I'm saying? She would have hit, you know what I'm saying? She had like she would have let me goddamn, I tell my nigga now, I'm finna go in here with her. You stay by the door or you stay out here or something and watch the perimeter for me while I go in here and handle my handle. Realistically speaking, it ain't gonna take
you
so long.
You would think so, but you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I done been around celebrities that done left me around their chain, done left me around their fucking stack. No security.
But you know what they thinking?
What? How am I gonna rain?
How you gonna rain? It take a whole bitch to be like, I'm finna just, ooh, that nigga left me chain, I'm finna run off. Everybody, that's pressure, that's anxiety, that's adrenaline. That's a lot going on in the moment. So that's when niggas get complacent and comfortable at. They get to thinking like, they done done it so many times. You might be number 70 on the list that he's done this with no repercussion. In his mind, he might be thinking like, shit, another day at the office and then fuck around and this be the time he meet that chick that's like, huh, nigga, you leave that shit around me, you motherfucker. Sam Cooke died like that. Sam Cooke died like this. This is some real shit. This ain't nothing. My grandma saying nothing new under the sun. Sam Cooke was a celebrity, went to a hotel in LA.
I remember I saw the documentary.
Went in there with a woman. 5 women had 5 bands on them. He just got 5 bands in 1965. It's a lot of fucking money. He looking like a rapper. Banded up, coming in with the money. Went to a hotel with the woman. Went in there to take a quick shower right quick. You know, we get a little musty in the balls area. Probably one of them balls play with. One of them clean. Went in there, bathed. When he came out, his money was missing. The girl was missing. He got shot, went to the fucking reception office, tried to figure it out, sort it out, belligerent, drunk, angry, got shot. This has been happening. And at the end of the day, you really can't blame the chick.
You think so?
You can't blame her.
Why you can't blame the chick?
Listen, any chick that's in that kind of lifestyle repetitiously where they're trying to reel in a celebrity, they're opportunists anyway. That's an opportunity.
Yeah, they fucking for the opportunity.
The whole thing is opportunity. So anyway, you leave a hole for them you leave in a hole. I ain't even gotta fuck you now. I can just take your train and your money and leave.
Well, I think she did fuck him. I think she fucked him to sleep.
She probably had to fuck him to sleep.
Yeah, she fucked him to sleep.
But you take my meaning. Sometimes if you ain't got to, and I'm bold enough, why not just fucking leave? Now, if he catch you, see, that's the boldness.
That's the thing though, because if he know you got his chain, he can't press charges or something. Like
he can, but people are wild, man. The way people's buys tick.
So if somebody took your chain or you asleep, what you doing?
Well, granted, I'm asleep. You know, after a long night of drinking and alcohol and drugs, and so you gave me some good pussy.
Yeah, when you come to, what are you doing?
When I come to, I'm gonna be like, damn, I'm gonna look, run out. Oh shit! But depending on how many hours is, what can I do? Now, if I'm a star and everything's legal and on paper, Lil Boosie said it. When I was a thug, I thought like a thug. Now that I'm a celebrity, I'm a businessman, I got lawyers, I'll sue you. With that being said, I'm not in the street entity no more. You stole a $50,000 chain and a motherfucking $100,000, bitch. I might have to make a report. You know what I'm saying? And I say that from a genuine place because I hate the police. And I know what they do to our people. But bitch, if you just got me for a stack of money and a chain and you left, I'm either gonna charge it to the game or I'm gonna call the police. One of the two. It depends on the situation. If I got cameras and I know who it was, it's a bitch I've been chilling with, I guess I gotta call the police. If it's a random one night stand and the bitch got me, haha, bitch, you came up. And I've been robbed before, so sometimes you gotta charge that shit to the motherfucking game. This is real street shit going on.
Oh my God. 50,000.
Itty about 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. Itty lost his bag.
We don't know what she sold.
When you lose some money, that shit hurt. Itty about $100 hurt. Let a motherfucker take $200 from you and you expected to, you'll be like, what the fuck? That shit hurt. Imagine a 50, 10,
and you
5.
can't do shit about it. What if it was a one night stand, like you said, he don't know who she is. I mean, he can find her social media account, but that's still like, I don't know what you can do with the social media. I don't know. You might. I don't know.
Chances are he better. They chatted. She told him she was a fan. She already knew who he was. He's a star.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know who she is. They talked. She in her mind, I'm finna fuck this nigga tonight. And if he slipped, I'm gonna rob him. He wasn't thinking that. He slipped. She robbed him. And you know what? He didn't even think about getting on social media or her name. Because it's the 70th time in a 3-month span he done got some pussy. And you know what? He just wasn't thinking about it this particular time. And that's how it works. Think about it. It normally catches you with your pants down. You normally get caught. That's how life works. It's called life. So the chances of your ass getting got in a situation where you wouldn't even expecting it is the higher probability. The nigga got. And that wasn't time. RP Mo 3. Mo 3, same thing. They say the chick took his gun. He was with the girl that night. She took his gun. Some point in the night while he was asleep with her, she was in cahoots with his ops and went out and took the gun out of his glove compartment. So the following morning, she knew he was going to get up early and leave. She gambled. He went outside, got in his car and left and didn't even check his gun. She hit the niggas up like the nigga just leave. He just left. You feel me? They get in pursuit on him on the highway, on the interstate.
He ain't got his gun.
He ain't got his gun. By the time he realized niggas is behind him, oh, my fucking gun is gone. This niggas literally in pursuit. He get out the car. You know the story. RIP Mo 3. Run away. That's called catching the nigga slipping. Getting the drop on a nigga. That's how you catch your enemy. Military people use it all the time. Bomb rush your enemy with the surprise ambush tactic. That's a drop. That's how you really want to get a motherfucker, because in real life, there's always the possibility of a person shooting back or doing something back. So you really want to catch a person at a disadvantage, so you can make sure you're the victim. That shit real, man. She got him.
Oh my goodness, that's so sad.
Being a rapper is one of the most dangerous occupations in the modern world. You gotta worry about
I don't
niggas.
know if it's it being a rapper. It's just being, I don't know, a man in general. I don't know.
I feel like it's a rapper because the lifestyle they lead, like the jewelry, the flash, the cars, the women, the prestige, the fame. You add all that in a pot, and rappers already go for bad and think they gangster anyway. So you add all that in a pot, now you flaunting it out amongst the commoner who doesn't have it, who really is gangster, and
That's right.
they come and get your ass. That's why you don't see R&B niggas and rock niggas going through that, because they don't live that bravado, boastful lifestyle like a rapper.
But remember that thing, that podcast thing that I sent you about Tyrese, how he was like basically like how the other races they are envious of like black people, but because black people are, they paved the way and stuff like that. But black people have not figured out that we need each other, and we need each other to help each other get to the next level, and we'd be that much more powerful. Instead, we like against each other. So it creates like you said, like everybody feeling like they out to get each other and stuff like we really be pinning each other against each other instead of helping each other get to the next level. And he was like saying like no other races are really like that. Like other races really, not saying like they not envious, but like
they don't.
For the majority of them, like they be helping each other out. Like like remember what Kim was saying, like they'll pass down like generational wealth or whatever versus
just to be sure that they give it that the mother will give it to the person next door that ain't got no lineage to it versus them.
Mm-hmm.
I believe right. My daddy, and you'll hear me speak on my father a lot in interviews because I'm so blessed to have my daddy, and as a black man with a lot of black men that don't have that male support or influence in their life, he influenced me a lot. So that's why you hear me speak on him a lot. But he always used to speak on like how black people, okay, the Mexican, Korean, Mexican dollar circulates the neighborhood 8 to 10 times before the white man touch it. Meaning, if you go to Chinatown in New York City,
they're spending on each other.
They're gonna conscientiously, I'm gonna go spend this with him and him and him and him, and take their money all throughout the neighborhood and make sure all the people that they know, or at least the people that are Chinese, get a piece of that dollar. And eventually it has to go back out into the circuit, which is the white man, which is America. But the fact that they conscientiously keep it rotating within their community.
Yeah, it's
8 to 10 fucking times before it goes elsewhere. It's immaculate. We don't do that. As soon as we get a dollar, and I'm included in this because I'm a part of the Willie Lynch. As soon as we get a dollar, go to the mall and go to Jordan.
For us.
And we don't, and I've made a more conscientious effort to try not to do it, but I'm still a prey to it because I'm caught up in the cycle, the matrix of it all. But you gotta be like, I'm gonna go spend this with her and him and him and him. in all the black businesses that you know, try to circulate $50, $100. Take $100 out and try to circulate it within your black brethren and counterparts and etc. if you can.
Yeah.
And after that point, go spend your money on yourself. And that way you'll feel a little better about. I feel Tyrese on that. That's what we do. That's what we do. And other races do stick together. But once again, other races came to this country for opportunity and the American dream. We did not.
Yeah,
we did not involuntarily. That's a huge factor. There was never a, hey, let's go to America to be rich. We happened to be put in this shit, and we had to figure out our way along the way. And it's so sad. And that's why me and Chris had that talk earlier. We have to figure out how to change it and be better, because it starts with us. And if we don't, we're gonna be caught up in this shit forever, dog. Forever.
That's what I've been thinking about. Is like, is there gonna be an end to it to where we actually come together? Because it's like, when is it gonna be enough? Like, after enough of us get killed, like, when are we gonna be like, you know what? It's time to like band together and, you know, unite. I think that's like, I feel like in the 90s we really pushed that agenda, and then after, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of not, I mean, we do have Black Lives Matter and stuff like that, but I just feel like Black Lives Matter sometimes brings more aggression than the unity that we're hoping for. Because like, have you heard people be like, oh, all lives matter and da 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 da. So it's like, it's lost its purpose and voice almost.
It has, but that's also a stab at them trying to dilute the whole message of Black Lives Matter.
It is
because we as a people, were doing better and we were making strides. Okay. And I hate to go down this rabbit hole because it seems like I'm making excuses for us, but I'm a realist and I really genuinely look at the situation for what it is. So we were making strides. We had communities. We were doing good. We had leaders. We had organizations in place trying to make that better. But what went wrong was J. Edgar Hoover in the power saw it and was like, let's dismantle that shit. So that's why they added Reaganomics and crack and dope into our communities. And that derailed niggas. That was in the 80s. That derailed us so bad. We were doing good in the 70s. We had organizations, we had schools, we were trying, but they dismantled it. So when they put this dope in this community, now you got people addicted to crack. That's when the crack epidemic occurred. Now, the smarter will sell it, the weaker will smoke it, and will still get the lock up the quote unquote smarter, and the weaker will be zombified.
It's zombified.
They'll be zombified. So as a result, you got all these people displaced and fucked up. Now you made hip hop out of that. It's a cultural phenomenon and people buying into that. Now we're all slaves of the hip hop and the culture. And it's so intertwined in who we are now that it's so hard to break it. It's so hard to break it. It's like, now it's such a part of who we are, to the point where every time a camera come on, a female feels like she got to twerk. Or every time a young black man has the option to go this way or that way, he's going to choose the street life, because that cultural phenomenon is so deeply enrooted in us. Sometimes to the point where I feel ashamed of being a rapper, because it's so real. The power that we wield and the shit that we say and the way people follow it, and this people that ain't even got nothing to do with the streets or never done nothing, you know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I feel like It's bad, Bree. It's really bad. It's really bad. It's gonna take us to really just kind of hop out of it. And it's so bad that people now make Black Lives Matter synonymous with that. So that's to your point why people don't take it as serious, because we kill each other in the same breath, but holler for justice for slaying black people because of this cultural phenomenon I'm speaking on. So it makes other races be like, well, young black guy got shot at the store, but he fits the description and the ideology from where I'm sitting of one of these guys that rap. So it makes them desensitized to what they're really going through. And that person might not even look at us right now. We sitting here in a tire that might make us look like we're like that, but look at what we're talking about. But they don't see that. So that's all I want to say on that. That's why I feel like people are zoning in on Black Lives Matter and the culture and that shit. Because man, it's so fucked up. And Charleston White, shout out Charleston White. I would love to sit down and have a debate with Charleston White or a friendly conversation, either or. But Charleston White and me differ at a lot of points. Charleston White said some real shit. You know what Charleston White said? Charleston White said, if all females would stop giving pussy to these guys that glorify thugness, then it'll die. He had a point. The tattoos, the dread, the gun, the dope. I'm a dope boy and I say this. I've had women tell me, put in a song, I like fucking with you because it's tax free. You get money at a faster pace than a typical mother. I like, it's a fucking jungle out here. If they would stop giving pussy to the niggas that think like that, then it wouldn't be cool. And these niggas would try to become a regular guy. But since it's so cool to be one of these guys and get pussy, that's the dream. We follow what the females do.
That's remember that thing I was telling you about, that girl with the kink from I was watching that podcast from Tyrese, and the girl, she said her kink was that she liked when her nigga would go fuck around with another girl, and she would be like, don't clean your dick. Bring that dick home so I can suck the pussy juice off that dick. And that was her kink. And Sai was like, what? Like, you don't want him to wash at all? She's like, yeah, that turned me on when he go with another female. Another female? You want to suck her pussy juice off? And that's what these females, I don't know if she thought that that's what he wanted, or I don't understand that logic.
I feel like it was her kink. That's what she wanted. She got to be gay.
Maybe.
Or
she know her nigga gonna cheat.
She know her nigga gonna cheat, so she making peace with it. Like, nigga, I'm already gay. I know you cheating. I like the way pussy tastes. In the bare minimum, when you bring that motherfucking dick home, keep the pussy juice on it. And I don't want to suck it all the fuck out and be a part.
You don't think that's nasty?
It's disgusting.
Okay, I was about to say that's a little like.
It's disgusting, but that wasn't the initial question. That's her kink. Now that you're asking me, is it disgusting? It's nasty because, first off, you don't know who pussy juice that is.
That's what I'm saying. And for him to not wash his dick. Ew, like.
That goes back to what Charleston just said. So that was great that you intertwined that question with that, because females are making it cool.
To be nasty.
To be a disgusting, wild nigga and still get rewarded for it. There's no, in the 70s, baby, I need your loving or I'm losing you. I wish you would rain, David Ruffin. Damn. We're being rewarded for treachery these days.
No, you're not. Not in this household.
Good.
It's good.
Stand on that shit. Because the shit is ridiculous. If y'all shape up, we'll shape up. But if two you shape up, you white girls gonna come take your men. Alright? You gonna have
Why you gotta bring that up? Why you gotta bring up white
that's
girls?
the thing.
You gotta bring up white girls.
The white girls taking white girls, Puerto Ricans, all the other races are taking the black men right now. Because they put up with shit that the sisters don't put up with.
Wait, what?
Everything.
What you mean? Like what?
Okay.
What they put up with?
It's certain shit with a sister that you can't do that you can do with a white girl. And I got a white baby mom. I know. I done trekked in the white land before. There's certain shit with a white girl you cannot. I mean, with a black girl you cannot do with a. You know what I'm trying to say.
Okay, what can you not do? Give me an example.
White girls are a lot more lenient. Okay. Yeah. You know them. All right. That's Bobby. Bobby has a big bitch over there every night. Go there with Bobby. They're so nonchalant, lenient, carefree. There's no oppression there. What do I have to worry about? I've never had to go through the struggles of life. Ha ha! Live! Black woman, she done seen it all. Hispanic woman, I had them all. They done seen it all. Motherfucker, look you out of these motherfucking shades off. Black woman, the fuck you think you finna, what? Nigga, where, who? You say you finna go over there with Bobby. Every time I see motherfucking Bobby, he got a new bitch over there with his motherfucking ass. Bobby got more bitches than you, nigga. The only nigga I know got more bitches than you. You going with Bobby? Y'all together? Y'all finna fuck. Ain't no way you and Bobby ain't finna motherfucking fuck. Nigga, you ain't pulling no shit on. They're ethereal, instinctive intuition is there. And you can't get over. So that's why it's cheaper to keep her and it's easier to breeze her. So that's why niggas is going to the other side. You feel me?
That's why. That's what you think.
Don't nobody want no drill sergeant. As sad as it sounds, don't nobody want to be reprimanded and commanded and demanded regularly. And white women and other women don't do that.
Okay.
So as a result, they're taking the niggas.
So okay, what is your solution to black women?
I like what you're doing. Stay firm. If he don't comply, he don't deserve you. Let him go. Because guess what he gonna do with the white bitch or the Mexican bitch or the whatever bitch it is he got? He gonna cheat. Because he didn't learn the valuable lesson, the fundamental core lesson of the.
Yeah, so what's the solution? So just let him go. So
let him go. Let him go and find a new nigga. Or stay celibate and stay to yourself until you find somebody that really fits.
That seems to be the move. Self-care has been the move.
Until you find a nigga that's really within your realms. And I only say that to you as a big bro, friend that cares about you. I wouldn't tell a regular motherfucker that. But for you, that's what you do. Until you find somebody more on your playing field that understands those things. Because if you don't understand that shit, and you know what's worse? You can be fussing about it, and he's still gonna fuck and do him. Mm-hmm. That's the sad part of what the black woman do it. Don't make her no wrong or no righter than that other woman. It's just sadly she's putting more energy and effort into her way, and it's the same result.
It is, but like you said, I feel like this day and age, though, like. For niggas, it's cool to have multiple women. Like, I think most
it's always been.
Okay.
Even your grandpas in the men
Shit,
of old.
even my daddy.
All the men, this has been a thing. We like pussy. It goes back to this is all love when it correlates. We talked about this earlier. Until you have a penis hanging from you, and you
I'm
put
gonna
it,
get a penis one day.
but you'll never be able to understand. I feel like even a transgender penis cannot understand the full fulfillment
What I need to
of
understand?
what this penis can feel.
What I need to understand?
You're not gonna be. I can't.
You go to the moon and back.
Back. One small step for man, one giant step for mankind.
I'm fucking good.
You go to the moon. You go to the motherfucking moon.
Ain't no way.
It's a drug. It's a drug.
That keep y'all.
Use bathroom real quick. I can't really need to.
Okay, well, why are you doing that? We gonna pause for a minute. I'm gonna stir the pot.
Almost done 1 minute, bro. I'm coming back.
Ooh, y'all, my food is good. I'm making curry with my Indian self. How long we been on here? Oh, we almost at time. Dang, we even get to our subjects. I don't know about y'all though. That Shannon shirt. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed because you was doing grown people's things. You pay your bills. You probably pay her bills too. Whoever Michelle is, you probably pay her bills too. And you was just doing grown folks' business, okay? And you should not be ashamed of that. Okay? Accident my ass. If you just wanted to do like your own OnlyFans or something like that, Shannon Sharp.
This nigga fucking me. Alright.
I was talking about the
Shannon Sharp over there putting in that work.
you think that was on purpose?
I feel like Shannon Sharp. Okay, I seen a post talking about him being with a dude that was kind of. I hate to say this because I love Uncle Shay, but it's our job to report what's going on. There are memes with him with the man courtside at a game, and the man looked kind of zesty.
Spicy? So, but Michelle, who's Michelle?
They say since he was in reports with the zesty man that he went live deliberately to dispel the rumor with the zesty man.
Oh, don't tell me that.
So that's the rumor. He very well, that could have been a homeboy that looked zesty and it could be nothing. But nonetheless, they're saying that that's why he went live deliberately. And as a result, you ain't heard about, they say he got fired from ESPN.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would he want to do that?
Maybe he didn't realize that's what it was going to do. You know?
I don't know. Poor give him his job back, please. So AR, how you feel about did you hear about the Lil Wayne? How he's not gonna be.
Hold on. One more thing before you go to Lil Wayne. Let's talk about, I had the text. It was an important text. Let's talk about talking through that. Aunt was talking through that. Was not talking through that sex?
What you mean?
That's why the internet going so motherfucking crazy. Was talking through that shit. Wanted to jump out and show motherfuckers I ain't gay. I talked through that pussy while I'm in. I was impressed with Shannon. I'm like that. I'm a talker. I like to talk through the shit.
Okay.
And sometimes I feel a little weird, but I'm a Scorpio. So we do things that are a little extraterrestrial than other people.
I like a talker. I like a talker, and I don't know. I just like a dude that's in control, just in
confident control of the situation. That's what Shannon was exuding in that situation. He was so in control, and he wanted to make sure that she came out on top too. And I couldn't do nothing but salute Shannon. You know what I mean? You ain't sexy. Fuck them pictures. You did that. You can go Lil Wayne now. I just want to say that.
That's how you feel.
That damn I'm an now. That's what we do. You gotta talk. Do it.
Talk to these women.
Talk. Do it.
Make love to them.
Talk them at least. Make love is different. When you make love, it's different. But talking through, that's a fuck. That wasn't to make love. That was a fuck. He was fucking her in that moment. That was a fuck. Fuck is raunchy. Fuck is nasty. We go in there, we fucking. I'm talking to you, playing and thumbing your butt. You grabbing me, I'm licking me, spitting me, sucking me. That's fucking. Making love is a whole, more than likely missionary, engulfed. We're one moment where we're just. This might be some talking there, but it's more sweet and I love you. I'm never gonna leave you, and you know this your pussy
so
and
sweet.
All that kind of shit going on with making love. But fuck is like what Shannon was doing. That's nasty. That's just ooh shit.
Whose pussy is this? Whose pussy is this?
Whose pussy is this? They motherfucker talking that nasty shit like that. That's a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I had to put in my input on that because people been trying to play Shannon like Shannon to do his motherfucking thing. Who the fuck Michelle is? That nigga was not playing with Michelle.
Who is Michelle? Michelle, come forward, please.
Michelle is not gonna come forward now.
We need to know.
We want to know, but Michelle is somewhere ducked off. To know he done fucked Michelle 3 times since we seen that live.
Man, that shit probably got him on Michelle ass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness. So okay, did you see the whole shit with Lil Wayne in the Super Bowl? How he's not okay. So I don't understand. So like somebody don't like him, and that's why he can't be in the Super Bowl. Because I'm having a hard time understanding. You cannot go to New Orleans. That's just like going to somebody's cookout, like having a cookout in somebody's backyard and then not inviting them. Like that. Yeah. Like Lil Wayne is New Orleans. Like how?
I think it was fucked up. I feel like it's some personal shit going on.
Wait, what? Because I heard something about somebody didn't like him.
To understand the intricacy of Lil Wayne and Jay-Z, I can briefly tell it to you. Okay, so Lil Wayne was supposed to, you know that Birdman ripped off most of Cash Money Records. Juvie, BG, Turk, Manny Fresh, etc. He pretty much was the head of the company, and more or less they all had some kind of financial dispute. Some people say Birdman ripped him off. Some people say it was business. But Lil Wayne is the only one to stay behind in the midst of that. And even at one point, before we heard of it, Lil Wayne and Birdman was going through some kind of situation. So Jay-Z offered to take Lil Wayne out of that deal back in 2005. Lil Wayne would have been signed to Roc Nation, Rockefeller, whatever you have it as we know it, and would have probably been one of the initial artists that we seen from that banner back then.
Mm-hmm.
But I just looked at it online the other day. Wayne went into a whole skit on one of his mixtapes talking about it. He talked about Universal calling him back, talking about millions, and those were words he had never heard, and he decided to stay. They were gonna make him the president. That's how he became the president of Young Money, as you would hear him talk about a lot. Young Money, President Carter, President.
Right.
He would talk about it a lot. So Birdman pretty much gave him a title to make him feel entitled, but was still withholding all of his funds, as he did the other guys. And that's why Lil Wayne ended up having to sue him and get back pay and etc. for not too long ago. That's what all that stems from. But I feel like Jay-Z wanted to take Lil Wayne under his tutelage and make him under him. When that didn't work, Lil Wayne stayed under Birdman and became his own star. Like I told you earlier, Lil Wayne is considered by many, including myself, as the greatest rapper of all time. Not Jay-Z, not Biggie, not Tupac, Lil Wayne. So that's a big rivalry to have with a man if you're already considered as the GOAT. I feel like. I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel based off of the things I've paid attention to and watched them in their careers. I feel like he doesn't really want to let Lil Wayne have an opportunity to be on the same level as him. He's done a Super Bowl, he hasn't. I've sold this, maybe you haven't. I've done this, maybe you haven't. So the more of the you haven'ts I have, the more I can keep you from being on my level.
I think he already passed that level, you don't think?
Wayne?
Yeah.
He has.
It's just the markers,
the markers, the accolades,
yeah,
the trophies solidify it. And then
I was about to say, because I just feel like lyrically and just like
for the streets.
Yeah.
He has. And that's why Jay-Z wants to confine it to a accolade battlefield. You feel me? I'm more celebrated from you in the white world in accolades than you are. So that's my claim to fame with you. Jay-Z is a project nigga just like Lil Wayne. He's rose to prominence. Him and Beyonce are a power couple. They rub shoulders with the best of the best in Hollywood. So maybe at this point, it may not have been even malicious. I'm sitting here saying all this, and Jay-Z could have been like, it's more of a business decision to not go with Lil Wayne.
How is it a business?
Because Kendrick had such a dynamic year. Kendrick defeated Drake, which is arguably, I've heard people say that Drake was the modern day Michael Jackson of this time because of his tours, his sales, the way people go about him. Him and Chris Brown are the only two people considered Michael Jacksons of this era. So for Kendrick to defeat such a worthy adversary, it makes him pretty much the prime candidate for 2024 by default. It's either that or it's some personal shit with Lil Wayne.
Well, I mean,
or it's mixed.
Was he going to perform? They not like us? Like he did every other...
That's all he going to perform. And I'm with you. I feel like Jay should have went and gave it to Wayne because of that. But...
Because here's the thing. The Super Bowl is like, it's almost like every single one, they throw back like a legendary person like Missy Elliott. They done threw Beyonce in there, Rihanna, like people who can throw it back. Not saying Kendrick can't. Like he does have some older hits or whatever. But it's just like I said, you're in New Orleans. Like that's Lil Wayne. You're in his territory. And you not gonna invite the nigga?
Yeah. They did him like that. They did him.
I hope this is a joke. I hope it like I'd rather Juvenile. Shit, I'll do back that ass up 3 times.
Juvenile said that the Super Bowl has been in New Orleans 11 times in its history. And there's never been an artist from New Orleans in the Super Bowl when it's never been an artist perform at the Super Bowl when it's been in New Orleans the different 11 times. And he said that's an insult to the city within itself. He felt like Wayne should have been, and I feel like they also going off of Wayne is getting older.
So
Nicki said you fucking with his legacy and his career, meaning by him getting older that how many more chances does Wayne got to do this? The 12th time it's in New Orleans could be 10 years from now. Lil Wayne will be a 56-year-old man. He won't be able to give the same performance that he could give right now in his prime. Not his prime, but still in a good age. So she felt like Jay was really shorthanding him.
Yeah.
In more ways than one. And when she put it like that, that's what kind of made me. At first, I went from being like, they overreacting to really thinking about when Nicki said that. I was like, interesting point. Damn. If they are close and he does know Lil Wayne's plight, it do seem like he would be a little more receptive to what he got going on at this point. Lil Wayne might need the money. He might need the shot. He might need the whatever it is. And Jay might be privy and knowledgeable to that and still didn't give that man the shot and made it business. So either way, it's like you were telling me about the LA shit earlier. Sometimes as a friend or a person that you respect, you expect the person to do a little more for you than they had in the moment. And you can feel a little let down about it. And I feel like that's the real basis of what's going on with Lil Wayne and Jay-Z right now. Because he really fucked with Jay on a different level. He knew him. You my favorite. And you didn't really look out for me the way you could have, given your, positioning in this ordeal. So, yeah.
Yes, sir. I hope, like I said, I just hope that somehow, some way, he just pop out like a little cake or something. Just pop out in the middle of the halftime.
They could do Mona Lisa, that song I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, just something.
That's still a slap in the face to Wayne, because it's like, damn, I get to pop on your shit on a feature in my city. When you got it over me, he probably won't do it. And if he doesn't, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
It's a smack in the face. But if he didn't have pride in it, that would be the way to kind of
still have his way.
Have your morale and your pride and, keep it in the road. It's shit.
It's just a photo situation.
It is.
Well, we had time. We did our hour. Yeah.
Hope y'all enjoyed us tonight and our riff-raff and our shit talk in regards to the shit that's going on. We love y'all. Thank you for all the support. We are stoked. We've been elated and excited.
Yeah, we gonna have more episodes coming. We taking a break so AR can go on vacation. He need a vacation, so we're gonna take a little break and but we gonna be tuning in, so that's why we still went live so that we can still stay tuned in with you all.
Stay y'all faces.
Yeah, but we gonna come back a little bit later. We got some things cooking up for y'all, so yeah, when AR get back from his little vacation, we gonna bring it back to y'all. So y'all tune in for another episode
of Knee Deep in the Shit.
Yes, and I'm Versalie.
I'm AR.
We out.
Knee deep.
Hold on, where's my thing?